Well, hello, it's time to sketch again, because why not? This is just things I like to do. By the way, I made the sketchbook, I think it was sometime this month, at the early beginnings of this month, but, I made it with a composition book and some drawing pad paper, because honestly, I hate... Thanks, helicopter. Yeah, sure, just interrupt my video. I waited so long to record. Uh, what was I saying? Oh yeah, some sketch paper. That I had a giant sketch pad and 2 giant sketch pads, and I had to use all the paper up, so yeah. So, I don't know what to specifically draw, but I've been drawing this character. Yep, that's someone else's OC. Well, if you know me, I have a character named... Where is he? Gecko. And there he is. Right there. And here, and here, and here, and here, and here. So I guess I'll be drawing him, because he's easy to draw. He was supposed to be a children's book character, but honestly, I'm not fit to write a children's book. I wrote a book for young adults on Wattpad, and if you want to check that out, you can go into the link in the description. But, yeah. Gecko was just a thing. I kind of want him to be a cartoon character, though, because he was adorable. That looks weird. He actually has 2 fangs because he's a kid. Something about this character, he doesn't have much of a story or anything. I have another character I used to draw a lot. Gecko. I'll tell you a little bit about Gecko first, and then I'll tell you about the next character, which I think I should remember to draw. So, Gecko was originally made for a children's book, like I said, but then I decided to scrap that idea because he was going to be in a comic series called The Dragon Garden that I made, and I didn't make it. I gave up on it because I honestly don't know how to make a comic. So that's one thing. He has this tail. When I first made him, did I do a speed paint on him a year ago? I think I did. No, I didn't, because I remember the recording software had had crashed when I was recording, and I didn't know because it didn't tell me it crashed. He has these markings on him, which I don't know what it means at all. I just like drawing him because I don't want him to look plain looking. I actually like the flat foot better. And that's it. Also, I'm sorry for my loud house. I know someone said they can hear the background, but it's fine. Sort of. It's fine. Well, let's do a little life update, because I do not remember how to draw this next character. Um, crap. I don't have a reference of him because it's in my other sketchbooks in my closet. I got some furniture from my room, and went to the dentist, and I actually hated that dentist that I went to because it was the first dentist that didn't ask me to fill out a form or anything, because they just started. No, they kept me in the waiting room for 20 minutes, and then they kept me in the, what's it called? Where you sit to get your teeth cleaned for, like, I would say about an hour, because we was watching, we was watching The Krugs, and I honestly hate that movie, because one of my brothers who have ADHD, he would watch movies like Toy Story, Monsters, Inc., and other things like The Krugs over and over again, and when it gets done, he'll just rewind all the way back to the beginning and watch it again. I guess that's his attention span. You know what? I'm gonna make a video next time about redesigning this character. Because I know what he looks like, but I can't really draw him. I want him to be an actual human. If you know what this guy is, I know what it is, but let's see if you guys can see what he is. What, does he have a tail? Anyways, so we got some new furniture from my room it was like 2 weeks ago. I got a closet, which I'm so happy because I never had a closet before. Like an actual closet. Like I had a closet, but it would never, every time I moved to a house, it wouldn't have an actual closet. It'll have like the closet doors gone, and then my sister and I couldn't use it because we don't want people seeing our clothes and other things. So that's one thing that happened. I went to the dentist, didn't like that. I said that, because they kept me there for an hour, and I hated it. They didn't even give me the form to fill out to say if you're pregnant or not. I know I'm not, but they don't know that I'm not. I could have just had, my only child is a cat, so, and he's gonna be my only child for the entirety of his life, because I know that cat's lived about 20-something years. Funny story about my cat. It's not funny at all. Actually, every time I talk about it, it makes me cry. But, so, it was my senior year of high school. This actually happened last year, but his second birthday is coming up. So, I'm gonna miss it, because I'm not with my foster family anymore. So, we found him, because we didn't have a bus stop per se, but we had a section where we'd wait for the bus and it would be on the sidewalk. And we would walk from our house. It would literally just be around the corner. We had to walk down the block from our house. Well, not really a block. It was just like a road, and then we turned, and then there was the bus stop. After you walked like past 3 houses, and there was a cat. And he was so small. He was so tiny. He was like a little kitten, and he would follow us and everything. And I was like, oh, because I'm a cat person, even though I grew up with dogs all my life. And I was like, this is so precious. So, the kids at the bus stop would kick him and throw rocks at him and everything. And then one day I told my mom, because he was there for like a week, and I think the people who had him had left the house because they actually had a dog and stuff, and they left him outside because he was in this furniture thing, right? Like where people take out their furniture because they're getting new ones or they're moving or something like that. And so we decided to take him in. So we looked for him that day after school, and he wasn't there. And we found him the next day. We had one of my brothers take him in, and yeah, we had one of my brothers take him in the house. And then I heard on the way to the house, he almost freaked out and ran away because there was a dog. So then we kept him for a day, and here's the sad part. The day we got him, there was a giant gash between his armpit to his other leg, so it was like where his lung should be. And it wasn't pretty at all, and it was the most scariest thing I've ever seen in my life. The cat was totally fine with it, because he kept purring and looking at it every now and then. But, you know, he's a cat. He doesn't know what danger he's in. We ended up getting him surgery because it really looked like he was going to collapse. But to him, he probably didn't look like he was going to collapse because he's a cat. He probably doesn't know the dangers of what he's been through. We don't know what happened to him over that day, that night that we had left him, where we couldn't find him. But we decided that someone had cut him open, or he was running away or something, and he got cut open like that. And it was like huge, and he's my child. I had a very hard mental breakdown. And it wasn't nice because my mom said if he dies, he dies. But we really wanted this cat. Well, I did, personally. Yes, he's my baby. We ended up getting him surgery because the doctors had said that it'll just grow back, but, he'll just walk it off or whatever. And I was like, no, we need to get him fixed because they told us to put Neosporin on him, but, and then we decided, no, we're gonna sew him up. So he's fine now, but, it was like a terrible moment of my life because I was like, I'm not ready to lose this child. It's mine. I think I'm already designing a new character. But I don't know what to do with the arms, so they're gonna remain hidden. And that's the story of my cat. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, because I did not enjoy it. This is the first time I didn't cry. And, I think that was the time I realized that how precious life is. I'm not saying that I didn't know before, I'm saying, can't get this hat right. There we go. I'm saying that I didn't... How do I put this? I took life for granted. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. I took life for granted, and even though it was just a cat and most people wouldn't care, and I just picked it up off the street, yeah, he was stray. He didn't eat. Surprisingly, he's very picky with his food. He doesn't eat wet food, but he only eats dry food. And, if we do give him wet food, if we do get him wet food, I'm laughing at the face I just drew. If we do give him wet food, he'll wait till it gets dry, and he'll eat it when it's dry. I'm like, why, Casey? That's his name. His name is Casey. I was like, why, Casey? Why are you doing that? Just eat it when it's wet. It tastes better. So he doesn't like tuna. So he does like tuna, but he'll wait for it to get dry. He likes to run around at 3 a.m. like most cats. He had a howling problem until we got him fixed. And now he doesn't meow at us. But when I went to go visit my family, he did meow so much, and I thought it was because he